Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment that we have all been waiting for. We have the New Year's Legends arriving on the 26th Pacific Standard Time. We have the SUGO-fest information, and as you guys can see here, it's actually 4 parts. So we have part 1 with all the new legends. We have part 2, which has Kaido Yamato. Then we have part 3, which has Robin, Demon Child Robin. And then we have Nami on part 4. So we'll sort of have a look at the parts, but I want to see what these units do. I haven't actually had a look at these units, so I am really curious to see what all these particular characters do. So there is one thing I do know, or 2 things that I do know, and the first thing I'm going to mention is I do know that this unit is a verse unit. They brought back verse units. They did it. They did it, chat. They brought back verse units. Can you believe it? Verse units are still a thing in 2022? Hey, yo. Alright. Well, let's take a look. Let's have a look-see here. We have Kaido versus Yamato. So, in Kaido, if you decide to be Kaido, Kaido's captain ability boosts striker and driven characters' HP by 1.5, boosts their attack by approximately 5.5 when slots match, 5.25 times otherwise, makes their int and tandem slots have matching slot effects, makes crew's recovery slots into Wano, that's very nice, reduces crew's special reverse and special blind by 10 turns, and if the crew uses a special to boost attack, slot effects, or type effects of normal attacks, adds 0.25 to the boost, and that stacks with everything. This guy is cooked. This is actually cooked. Super Tandem Kaido who? Does he have Super Tandem and Final Tap? Wait, what? Holy what? Okay, wait, hang on. So I'm assuming one of them has Final Tap, one of them has Super Tandem. Is that why it's... Does Kaido have... Kaido has Final Tap. Okay, there you go. And then Yamato has Super Tandem. Okay, cool. Damn. Okay, cool. So, very strong captain. 5.5 is nothing to scoff at all. Obviously, he is a verse unit, so they don't have a super type. They don't have a super tandem. However, as a captain, he does remove 10 turns of special blind and 10 turns of special reverse. That is basically, like, absolutely broken. Very similar to Halloween A. So, very good utility. Getting Wano slots, absolutely amazing. Like, honestly, who gives a fuck about recovery when it comes to all the damage output that you can do? Oh no, it reduces his own special reverse and special one by 10 turns. Okay, that's a big difference. That's a big difference. Absolutely, that's a massive difference. Still, fairly interesting. We'll have to see what his special actually does. And see if that's effective. But also getting the 0.25, very good for damage output. Awesome for damage output. And I like that they made him driven. I like that they changed it up a little bit. This guy's going to be very good if you hybrid him up with, obviously, the original Yamato as well. His special removes all beneficial effects on the crew. And after launching the special, the crew can only use 2 more specials. If similar effect is stacked, reduces to 0. Reduces crew's special charge time by 20 turns. What? What? Changes left slots, including block to tandem and right into Wano. Boosts... Yeah, that's what Wano does. Boosts strike and driven characters' slot effects by 3.25 and boost their attack by 3 times for 2 turns. So, essentially, this is a 3.5 times orb boost. You get a full board of matching orbs. You get a 3.25 times attack boost. And you get 20 turns of cooldown for your entire crew. What? This guy is cracked with damage output. Holy. That is a lot of damage output. Obviously, he has Slot Bind. He has Enrage, which is great. And then his Verse effect. When the crew uses a total of 10 Wano or Tandem slots with normal attacks, deals 500 times character's attack in non-type damage to all enemies at the end of turn for 2 turns, and applies increased damage taken to all enemies by 1.5 times for 2 turns, ignoring immunity and status effects. Yo. Hey, yo. This guy is a monster. Imagine hybriding this guy up with Super Tandem Kaido. Oh, yeah, he's just a way better verse Kaido. Like, a way, way better verse Kaido. 100%. However, like, imagine hybriding this guy up with Super Tandem Kaido. Damn, you could do some crazy things. Because you get the conditional boost of Super Tandem Kaido, right? And this guy's your attack and your orb booster. Man, the only downside to this guy that I can see, really, is that obviously you lose all your beneficial effects. You gotta use 2 more specials after his special, right? So if you need, like, utility, this unit is going to struggle something fierce. Like, it's going to struggle very, very heavily. But as for damage, absolutely phenomenal damage. At the end of the final battle as well, he adds 2,250 base attack for 1 turn, which stacks from specials. Look, I don't like that. That's a pretty trash final tap, to be honest. Honestly, it's a pretty bad final tap in my opinion. It's not the worst, but like if you compare it to say Straw Hat Crew V2, like it's trash. It's actually dog water. But overall, Kaido's very, very good. 10 turns of special reverse, makes crews decks into tandem slots have matching slot effects as long as the captain is striker. Very, very good. Whilst it isn't great, not only using 2 more specials after that, you're not really going to run this guy in Super Boss, right? I don't see this guy replacing Super Tandem Kaido as a Super Boss killer, right? Like, I just don't see that at all. I guess you just use him to take down stage 2, right? Those types. He's good, though. He's good. He's interesting, and he's good. As for Yamato, let's have a look at Yamato. Yamato is a striker-free spirit. She has a Super Tandem ability, and she also has Slot Bind and Enrage, obviously. I wonder if this means that you can use any tablet on them, and you can actually get both. That'd be kind of cool. I'd like that a lot. Maxing at 14 turns, which is pretty high. What did Kaido max at? Kaido maxes at 14 as well. Her captain ability boosts Free Spirit and Striker characters' HP by 1.3 times. She unlocks the door now for Dex Super Tandem Kaido teams. They were pretty much already unlocked with Sasaki, but now she does it even more. She boosts their attack by approximately 5.75 when slops match. Holy. 5.5 times. Otherwise, it's a flat 5.5, by the way. Makes their T&D slots have matching slot effects and boosts crew's chance of landing on T&D slots, reducing crew's despair duration by 10 turns. Okay. Not bad. Obviously, she has a higher multiplier because she can't make Wano slots. Makes sense. Still, very, very nice. Getting despair removal. Very, very nice. I always find that despair removal is probably the weakest on both of them. So, that's a good shout, actually, Chaos King in chat. If you run double Kaido, that's a 4 times orb and a 3.5 times attack boost, because obviously those effects stack. That's crazy, actually, to think about. It's really, really crazy. Good stuff. Yamato's good. Like, she's just a stock standard good, very, very, very good. Very, very good captain. Just a really good captain. Her special changes right slots into tandem, left into Wano, and then boosts striker and free spirit characters' attack by 3 times for 1 turn. If the captain is a striker or free spirit class, boosts crew's attack based on the damage reduction effect applied on the crew. If the crew has 80% damage reduction, boosts the attack by 1.8 times for 3 turns. If the crew has damage effect based attack boosting effect, when special is launched, boosts striker and free spirit character slot effects by 2.75 and reduces damage by 80% for 1 turn. This is super interesting. This sounds like it's a whole new buff. Honestly, this sounds like a whole new buff. So you get a whole new attack buff based on your damage reduction. This brings damage reduction units back into effect. It sounds to me like it's a whole new buff. You get a 3 times attack boost, and then you get an attack based on damage reduction. So it's a whole new buff. So if you have damage null, technically 100%, what would that be? Would that be 2 times? Or is the highest you can get is the highest you can get at 95%. Because, like, characters that can do damage reduction, like Sasaki, for example, like, just got so good. Off the top of my head, I can think of, like, Marco, the rare recruit Marco. You've got, obviously, if you do double Yamato shenanigans, you can do, like... how would that work, though? If you have attack boosting and then you get a damage reduction of 80% for one turn. That's a bit wonky, actually, her last part, though. Because if you have a attack... What does it says here? If the crew has attack boosting effect when... Oh, no. So just... So use her special. And then... Use her special again. No, that's weird. So you have to have an attack boost and then you use her attack to get the... Like, if you have an attack boost, you use her special and then you get the orb boost. And then you get the 80% damage reduction and then you use another Yamato to get the 1.8 times for 3 turns. I'm so like, that's super weird. Sai Odin is 95%. That's massive. Okay, so she is going to be like a staple on big damage teams. Mainly with Super Tandem Kaido. So she's going to be like an absolute staple. Actually, you can't use her with Kaido, right? Because she still has Kaido in her name. Oh, that's why they gave this unit a verse unit. Wow, okay. Interesting. Nevertheless, I think she's pretty good. I like her. I like the new buffs. Look, I'm not blown away by this verse unit. Like, I love that this is a verse unit, don't get me wrong, but I'm not blown away by them by all means. The verse effect, when they use 10-1 or tandem slots for Yamato, reduces damage taken by 60% for 2 turns. Okay, so there you go. You can get that ability. If you already have 60% damage reduction, though, and then you use her special, does it change to 80%? That'll be interesting. Makes crews tandem slots have matching slot effects for 2 turns. Doesn't she already make that? Doesn't she do that as a captain? I guess, like, she can use her as a sailor, though. Changes the attack multiplier of tandem orbs to 2.25 when slots match. Okay. So she gives that new buff. So you can make tandem orbs be, like, the same as Wano, for example. Okay. Cool. Super tandem, at the final battle, when any 2 of the following characters are on the crew, you've got Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Usopp, Sanji, Chopper, Robin, Frankie, Brook, Jinbei, Ace, or Momo. Super cool. Super cool. Applies an attack boost tandem of 2.25, very high, to Striker and Free Spirit characters for 1 turn and applies increased damage taken to all enemies by 1.3 times, ignoring immunity and status effects. So you just get this when you enter the final stage. Hold up. You just get this? You walk into the final stage. As long as you have any 2 characters on the team, you just get this? For free? Free? You get this for free? A 2.25 times attack boost and a 1.3 times additional damage. All you gotta do is run, I don't know, like Super Tandem Luffy and the new Zoro? Yo, this Super Tandem is cooked! Hey, yo! That's very interesting. Because you just get this for everyone. Off the bat. This might be the best Super Tandem in the game. That's wildin'. That is wildin'. She seems really, really interesting. I'm super keen to use Yamato on a Free Spirit team. At the moment, in my opinion, like, Free Spirit is so far above everything else that the fact that Yamato is Free Spirit gives her an edge over Kaido, in my opinion. Plus, Kaido is competing with Super Tandem Kaido in an area where everyone wants him to compete in. So for me, like, I think Yamato's way better than Kaido. Like, way better than Kaido. Let's take a look at his Rumble, though. Kaido in Rumble, he's Rumble Special. Now let's look at his ability. He does Int-type teammates. Okay, so he's just Int-based. Very interesting. And he's a driven unit, of course. Int-type teammates, HP up level 6, attack up level 6, revive self up to 1 time. So he has a fucking revive mechanic. God damn. And his Rumble special. This guy's crazy in Rumble already. Targets enemies within a large horizontal range. Oh, horizontal? Really? For 4 times his attack. Holy. After 50 seconds, targets enemies within a large horizontal range for HP of about 50% damage reduction. 50% HP reduction. Holy dooly. Holy dooly. He's good. He's good. This ability's really good. HP up level 6, attack up level 6, and then revives. That's very, very good. He's very good. He's really good. As for Yamato, her ability does Dex-type teammates attack up level 6. As if Dex needed more fucking help. Defense up level 5. First 30 seconds of battle, quick-type enemies special cooldown level 3, defense down level 5. This is good to sort of, like, counteract the quick-driven team. But, like, Dex was already fucking up quick every day, though, with, like, cat dog and shit. Yamato plus final tap Straw Hat Crew is something else. Yeah, that'd be sick, but, like, obviously then you lose out on, like, so many other units. Because it says in her thing that doubles don't count. Oh, they have GP stats too? Oh, wee! Well, of course, they're Super SUGO'S, right? Alright, so GP leader of Kaido does HP of ints units, blow away percent up, guard up level 6, Dex teammates, attack speed level 4, defense level 2, driven teammates, HP, attack level 4, and defense up level 2. So you could easily do int driven, you could easily do dex driven. Dex driven have a lot of good stuff. And his burst, you can activate it how many times? After dealing damage 32 times on, you can pop it twice. Targets all enemies for defense down level 10 when remaining time is less than 50 seconds. Targets psi type enemies, ignoring defense for leader base attack 2.5 times. I don't love the burst. I don't love the burst. I do love the leader skill. The leader skill's very good. His burst, though, kind of dog water. Honestly, kind of dog water. Miss Yamato, what's Yamato cooking? Yamato's GP leader at level 5. Dex type teammates, HP crit guard up level 6. Int type teammates attack speed level 4. Defense up level 2, free spirit class teammates attack up, and HP up level 4, CT speed level 2. I guess you don't have to make an int free spirit team. Dex free spirit's okay, but you could easily just do Dex, int, and then free spirit. Like, that could easily work. I think Kaido has a much better leader skill. Much, much better leader skill. Her burst, though, targets 3 high defense enemies for 4,500, and targets quick type enemies for 100% chance to halve stats for 20 seconds. This is insane, but you don't need this. Like, quick type enemies don't need the half stats when you're running Dex teams. So, I guess for the quick driven, this will be good. You can use it twice, and as long as you defeat 10 enemies, this is really easy to get. If quick get a crazy resurgence in Rumble, this might be good, but honestly, I think Kaido probably takes the cake in GP. I think Yamato takes the cake in Rumble, but overall, out of the two, I think Yamato is a much better unit. I think I like Yamato a lot more. But that's just me. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, moving on. Nico Robin is a quick unit. Let's not spoil, actually. Let's not spoil. Nico Robin is a quick unit. This is interesting. Very interesting. She's a cerebral. She's a super class cerebral unit, and she has a final tap. She has recovery, bind, reduction. And she has pinch healing. Her supports, take a look at her support, goes on any of the Straw Hats and Sabo Koala Yamato. Very interesting. Once per quest, if the supported character uses a special to boost damage dealt to enemies with a specific status effect, adds 0.2 to the damage boost. So, if you put this on, I don't know, Sop, for example, you would turn their conditional boost into a 2.45 times. It's wild. Actually wild. Imagine being a 2.45 times conditional boost, guaranteed. Must be nice, Sop. Must be nice. Holy shit. Cerebral Free Spirit. Damn, Robin got another Free Spirit. You know, let's go. Her Captain ability. Remember, she's a super cerebral too. Reduces cooldown by 1 turn at the start of the quest. You know how I feel about cooldown captains, baby. Let's go. Boost quick Cerebral Free Spirit's attack by 5.25 and HP by 1.25. Cerebral Free Spirit, by the way, is my favorite combination in the game. So I'm really, really interested to see how this unit will work with my boy, Super Tandem Shanks. If crew uses special to boost damage dealt to enemies with a specific status effect, extends the duration of that damage boost by 1 turn. If character uses Demono Fleur, Grand Jacuzzi Clutch, character's captain ability is the following for 3 turns. Boost quick cerebral and free spirit characters attack approximately by 5.5 times, HP by 1.25, and reduces damage taken by 30%. If the crew uses a special to boost damage dealt enemies with a specific status effect, extends the duration of the damage boost by 1 turn. I don't get the whole extending of the damage. Like, I don't get why she does that. The tiny little attack boost is fine, but I just don't see the point to this second part of her special. Like her captain. Why does she give 30% damage reduction? Like, why? Why does she need that? Why does she need to extend the duration of the damage boost? I don't know how I feel about that. 5.5 on a super class unit, by the way, though. Nothing to scoff at. Nothing to scoff at. Her super class, talking about her captain, though. When any of the following characters are on the crew, except the support characters, you got Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Usopp, Sanji, Chopper, Frankie, Brook, Jinbei, Yamato, Saba, or Koala once again. Okay. Okay. Reduces crew's special charge by 1 turn. Love that. Absolutely adore that. Further increases crew's slot effect boost by 0.25. Boosts quick cerebral free spirit characters slot effects by 2.5 for 1 turn and changes cerebral characters into super cerebral. See, in my opinion, her captain kind of lackluster. Her super class, kind of lackluster too, if I'm completely honest. It's not bad. Nothing bad. The extra plus 0.25 for all boosts will come in handy with the super boss. Because I can see her and Shanks being a very good combination now. Because she's just a better captain than Law. Provided you don't need all Law's shenanigans, right? Yeah, the buff after using her special is kind of dog water. Let's have a look at her special, though. Let's have a look here. Reduces all enemies' HP by 20% if the captain is cerebral. Allows the crew to stack up to 2 different damage boosting... okay, it all makes sense now. It all makes sense now, chat. It all makes sense now. What? She allows you to stack up to 2 different damage boosting effects. So you can now run on the quick team, right? On the quick free spirit cerebral team, you can run the defense down conditional of Law with Sop's 2.25 delay conditional. What the oh wait, she is a conditional booster! For 3 turns, you can stack 2. If the captain is free spirit, allows you the crew to stack up to 2 different damage boosts of the same type for 1 turn. Wait. Free spirits, you get it for 1 turn, and then cerebrals, you get it for 3 turns. That's the difference. That makes sense. Boost damage dealt to defense down for 2.25 for 2 turns. So then obviously she extends that. Okay, cool. So she extends that into 3 turns. Reduces all enemies' defense by 80%. Why doesn't she just do 100%? Oh, wait. If they have defense down immunity to all status effects or immunity, excluding certain stat effects 2 turns otherwise. So she basically So wait. So basically, she is a self-procking conditional booster that goes through full immunity. Right. So you don't even need lore anymore. The final tap. She has a final tap at the final stage. When one of the following characters are on the crew: Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Robin. No, you're Robin. Usopp, Sanji, Chopper. No, it is. It says Robin. It does say Robin. It actually says Robin. It says when one of the following characters are on the crew: Robin. It literally says Robin in her final tap. So she triggers her own final tap. Brook, Jinbei, Yamato, Sabo, Koala. Further boosts the chain multiplier of the final tap by 2.25. Damn, that is a good final tap. That's a really, really, really good final tap. Yeah, I don't know if that's a typo or not, but like it literally says Robin in her in her ability. So that's interesting. Interesting stuff. Robin's interesting. She's very interesting. I like that she's quite quirky. As for her Rumble, she's a quick type teammate HP booster by level 5, attack up level 5. She gives CT speed up level 3, and then she has strength type enemies attack down level 5. Okay. Her Rumble special targets enemies within a large range for 80% chance to paralyze. That's ironic because we're just talking about lore. Defense down level 5, attack down level 5, HE, 20% damage reduction. Look, HP reduction. Look, like, she's not amazing. Damn, look at that sprite, though. Holy. Hey, yo. Damn. Her special is kind of, like, it's kind of whatever. Her passive is pretty good. She's got a pretty good passive. I like her passive a lot. Interesting stuff. Robin's GP stats. Her leader gives quick type teammates HP, speed, attack level 6. Cerebral and free spirit class teammates attack, guard level 4, defense level 8. She's kind of like Zoro. I don't really like Zoro's GP. The fact that it's cerebral / free spirit is a huge deficit. It's a big issue for me. So like I just don't love it. After 9 power attacks, you can use her burst twice. Targets driven class enemies for defense down level 7. And then targets 3 enemies for leader base attack 5 times, damaging 2 times. It's a lot of damage, but obviously it's targeted driven. I don't know. I don't really rate her in Rumble at all, to be honest. Which kind of sucks, because like Cerebral Quick, they need a lot of help. Cerebral in general need a lot of help. So, yeah. Alright, Nami's my girl. So, I'm very interested to see what Nami has to offer here. Nami's definitely the one that I'm excited for. She is a striker, free spirit character. She's a Psi unit with pinch healing, the slot bind immunity, and she also has a super tandem ability. She has a support that goes on any of the Straw Hats and Yamato. Once per quest, when inflicted by paralysis, she removes paralysis by 1 turn and then reduces crew's special charge by 1 turn. Holy shit. She just gives everyone 1 turn of cooldown when anyone gets paralyzed. This is funny because like you don't even need to get the unit paralyzed. Anyone can get paralyzed and this will work. Wild. This is wild. Absolutely wild. Very, very good support. She's a superclass unit. She's going to be a superclass striker? She is. She's a superclass striker. Interesting. Superclass striker. Reduces her own special charge by 3 turns at the start of the quest. And reduces the crew's special charge by 1 turn. Boosting Psi, Striker, and Free Spirit characters' attack based on the tap timing of the character's attack. 5.25, maxing at 5.5. That is disgusting. I am not a fan of these fucking captain abilities where it's based on tap timing. But if you're starting at 5.25 and ending at 5.5, doesn't matter. That's fine. Oh, like, that is more than okay. More than okay. Boost the HP by 1.3. Makes Sai Recovery 10 have matching slot effects. This is actually good because she's not a free spirit character, so I like that. Makes them matching slot effects, and then greatly boosts crew's chance of landing on tandem slots. I love that. I love that because she's a super tandem unit, right? If the crew is inflicting with paralysis, completely removes paralysis duration and reduces special charge time by the number of turns that she... What? Oh, it's her own, though. Reduces her own special charge. So she completely removes the paralysis, and then she gives herself the cooldowns on whatever is reduced. What does her special do? Because she gives herself 3 turns of cooldown. Holy, I'm keen to see what her special does. I'm going to leave that till last, because, like, holy dooly. Holy dooly. You get 99 turns of special, like, specials, and then you just get 99 turns of cooldown. Not that you'll ever need that, but, like, it's kind of crazy. When any of the following characters are on the crew, this is her superclass. Luffy, Zoro, Usopp, Sanji, Chopper, Robin, Frankie, Brook, Jinbei, Yamato, or when you use 4 specials. Yes. Yes. When you use 4 specials, yes. Yes. However, like, there's some really good characters you can use on her team, right? You have, like, Film Red Luffy. You have the new Jinbei. You have, like, Robins. Like, you have options, right? You have Yamato. You've got options when it comes to this. You don't need the 4 specials, but I like that it's there. Deals 100 times character attack and non-type damage to all enemies. Great for wave clearing. 5 turns of threshold, as well as changing characters' slots, including block slots, into tandem. Nice. Boost damage dealt to affected paralysis by 2.25, and it changes striker into super striker. Is she going to be a conditional booster to paralysis? Is she going to paralyze? I feel like she's going to do something with paralysis. A special. Wait, what? I read the first line. Wait, I read the first line. This special can charge over its max, including special charge time reduction effects. What? What? She reduces crew's special charge by 1 turn, and then reduces all enemies' damage reduction, except for threshold, and resilience by 7 turns. Deals 200 times character's attack and non-type damage to all enemies. Applies paralysis, which is a 75% chance to not reduce the action for 3 turns, ignoring immunity to status effects. Fuck. Boost the chain multiplier by 0.15, 0.1 for every 5 special charge over the max up to 2.5. For 1 turn. And boost Sai, Striker, and Free Spirit characters' base attack by 1,250, 250 for every 5 special charge over the max up to 3,000 base stats. And she's on a 12-turn cooldown. See, when I first read the first line, I thought it meant that you could then use her special. Say you had 24 turns, you could use her special, and then you could use her special again. Like, I was reading it that way, but this makes more sense now. Going up to a 2.5... Going up to a 2.5 is nuts. However, it adds 0.1 for every 5. So you need, to get the 2.5, you need to be at, what's that, 15 times 5. You need a lot of turns of paralysis. Like, you need a lot of turns. However, does she get, because it says here, she gets, reduces character special charge time by the number of turns that it's reduced. Say, for example, she reduces 3 turns on everyone. Is that a cumulative total of 3 times 6? So, that means it would be 18 turns, right? Is that how it works when she reduces the paralysis? Or does she only get 3 because she reduces 3 on everyone? Like, how does that work? That's my question here. My question is, how is this really going to work in game? If this works in the way that, say, everyone gets 5 turns of paralysis, she completely removes the 5 turns of paralysis, and then adds 25 to 30 to her total, that is massive, because that turns this special into literally one of the best specials in the entire game. Imagine getting a 2.5 times chain boost on top of... You think it's only for herself? If crew is inflicted with paralysis, completely removes paralysis duration and reduces character's special charge by the number of times that it's been reduced. So she still removes all the paralysis, though. That's what I'm saying. If it's times 6, or like however many characters get the paralysis, surely it's not. Because like, but then again, like, removing 70 turns of paralysis just seems unheard of. When are you ever going to remove 70 turns of paralysis? Maxing at 3,000 as well, like 1250 to get the extra 1750, you'd need another 5 times for that. No, you need more than that. You need 7 times. 7 times 5 is 35. So, like, whilst this is really good, it just seems it just depends on how practical it is in terms of the paralysis gain for her special charge at the top. Like, obviously, you can just sit there and stall for days. But look, at the end of the day, like, she's going to be really, really good as a striker superclass when you hybrid her up with, like, Super Tandem Kaido. However, I feel like her and Super Tandem Luffy, not Super Tandem Luffy, what's his name? The Film Red Luffy. Like, those two are going to be very, very good, because she seems like she's just a straight replacement for Sop Sop, in my opinion. Because she's what? She's a conditional booster. She's a guaranteed conditional. She is a conditional booster with her special super type. And then she can be a better chain booster and a better base stat boost, right? Oh, she's a free spirit too? Oh my days! I thought she was a cerebral! Okay, everyone keeps saying read her Sailor. If inflicted with paralysis, halves the paralysis duration, ignoring the decimal, and then reduces character's special charge by the number of turns that it's halved. Okay, so she's still good as a goddamn Sailor. And then she has 5 turns of special reverse. So you can still use her as a Sailor? What the hell? You can still get her brokenness as a Sailor. You don't actually need her as a captain. So as a captain, basically, you just get this a better effect. And then you have the ability to get threshold removal and a conditional. A big thing that I don't like is it's only 5 turns of threshold when her special's 7. I think either make them all 5 or make it all 7. I can pick on, or meet in the middle, make it all 6. Why not? I think that would be more than fair. Yeah, I actually thought she was cerebral, and that's what I was going to finish it with. Like, look at the local sea monster, but... Or local sea monster, you can't use a base stat boost, so, like... She might struggle there. However, yeah, she's not cerebral. Like, missed opportunity. Alright, her Super Tandem ability. At the final battle, when 2 or more of the following characters are on the crew... Luffy, Zoro, Usopp, Sanji, Chopper, Nico Robin, Frankie, Brook, Jinbei, Yamato, or Lin Lin. She gives a Super Tandem attack boost of 2.25 to Striker and Free Spirit characters, and increases the crew's damage effects by 0.5 for 1 turn. So she becomes a 2.75 times conditional booster. With Robin, does that stack? Well, she turned Robins into a... No, so that's Robin. That was Robin Sailor. So she turned Robins into a 2.75, or she turned Sop Sop into a 2.75, and then she would also be a 2.75 as well. Wild. Actually wild. Nami is crazy. Like, Nami's actually crazy. Very interesting stuff. And then she's a super class striker unit. I think if she was a super class free spirit unit, like, this unit would be like top tier. But the fact that she's a super striker does hold her back quite a bit. Because for Psy units, there's not a lot of striker or like good Psy strikers. Where for Free Spirits, there is. These units look insane. Obviously, we have the rare recruits too. We have a Zoro. And we have Sanji. Does that mean Luffy's free to play? It means Luffy's free to play. Alright, so Zoro is a quick Free Spirit slasher. His support goes on any quick slasher. And he boosts... If they use a slot effect boost, he boosts the supported character's slot. Changes it into its own. And then adds 0.1. Okay, that's good. He's captain, who cares? Special deals 60 times character attack and non-type damage to all enemies. Reduces crew special charge by 1 turn. Despair and burn by 5. Slasher and free spirit characters are slots by 2.25. And if you have a slot boost when the special is launched, further increases the crew slot effects by 0.3 and extends the duration by 1 turn. It's a pretty good rare recruit. I like it. I like it a lot. That's just a good rare recruit. It's a good rare recruit. Cooldown, bit of utility, good orb boost. I like it. I like it. I really like it when they give like an orb boost or the ability to buff an orb boost, because it makes them viable on the team if you are needing their utility. Because then you use like, I don't know, like Super Tandem Luffy, and then you just use like that. It's very good. Sanji is a fighter free spirit Psy unit. Psy fighters, once per quest, when they use an attack boost, he changes their character's own type into their own slot, and then increases the attack boost by 1 turn. Oh, what was the sailor of Zoro? Crewmate special reverse by 2 turns. Reduces character special charge by 1 turn every time a free spirit slash uses a special. That's amazing. Very good sailor ability. Very, 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 very good. Very, very, very good. Very, very, very good. Yeah, Drives, you're right. It's the original Yamato V1 6+. But, like, that's basically it. You got her, or you've got, Tony, he's talking about the old one. Or you've got, like, Enel. But, like, who's running Enel? Alright, Sanji Sailors sets all slots to tandem slots at the start of the quest. Very nice. And so, obviously, Sanji's for Nami and Zoro's for Robin. That's weird. Why is Sanji for Sanji's for Nami, and then Zoro is for Robin? Weird. I mean, I guess they can both be used for one another. But, yeah. Reduces crew's character special charge by 1 turn every time a fighter or free spirit uses a special. And then his special ability, on a 10-turn cooldown, by the way, 80 times attack in non-type damage to one enemy, reduces blind and attack down by 5 turns, locks slots for 1 turn, and then boosts fighter free spirit attack by 2.25. And if you have an attack boost, he increases the attack boost by 0.3 and extends it for 1 turn. Very good. He's good. They're good rare recruits. Good rare recruits. They're all very good legends. Out of the 3, or the 4, I should say, I'm the most excited for Yamato and Nami. I do think Robin is very, very good. Honestly, the one I'm least excited about is Kaido. I am not going to lie. I'm a bit of a Kaido bias, though. I can appreciate what Super Tandem Kaido does in Kazuna. Everywhere else, I can't stand the guy. Maybe in Treasure Map, he's okay. But this guy, honestly, like, he doesn't seem too flash hot. However, I've been proven wrong before. And honestly, I'm a sucker for free spirit units. And these 3 are free spirits. So, I'm incredibly excited for the waifu. New Year's, it's awesome to see that we're not getting a Luffy for New Year's. So, that